Fandoms can be scary things. I'm Ashley with WatchMojo, and these are the top 10 moments that triggered anime fans. For this list, we'll be looking at the scenes in anime that sent certain fans into a tailspin. While some of these moments caused outrage for all the right reasons due to their distastefulness, others are a tad more on the preposterous side. But hey, that's how otaku fringe groups operate. No finger pointing, guys, this is just observation. And as always, I'm on Twitter at AshJBo, so give me a bloody follow. Go on.
まあそうだな。言葉を飾るのは好きではない。単刀直入に言おう。
Number 10, Fly Me to the Moon. Or don't. Neon Genesis Evangelion. Alright Netflix, by all means reintroduce a classic anime to a new generation via your streaming service, but perhaps don't trample on everything that made the original so beloved.
After 15 years.
Yes, there's no doubt. It's an angel.
Not bringing back the likes of Spike Spencer and the rest of the original cast was already a massive blow for some fans, but excluding Fly Me to the Moon in the end credits, the one song that remains a staple of the franchise and is almost as iconic as Shinji's inability to get in the robot, for shame. Netflix, how about next time, instead of wasting money on a Cowboy Bebop live-action adaptation that no one wants to see, you pay the licensing fee for this absolute banger. Number 9, Ainz is very, very naughty. Overlord. Who would have guessed that the unstoppable skeleton sorcerer with dreams of conquering and killing his way across the land would turn out to be a bad guy?
さて、これからは別の遊びだ。
While it might sound rather obvious in hindsight, there were fans out there who had Bone Daddy pegged as an anti-hero through and through.
無駄だったな、ご苦労様。
Oh sure, he would massacre the occasional monster or religious sect, but it's fine since they were evil too, right? Well, whatever illusion they were under was soon shattered when Ainz went about killing and torturing likable NPCs left and right, all before seizing control of a kingdom and imposing his will on the masses.
素晴らしい！最高記録だ。
Number 8, Katana is greater than Broadsword. The Sacred Blacksmith. If you've been about your favourite image boards for a good decade or so, chances are you'll recall this image. Yeah, apparently this legitimately pissed people off. The fact our dashing hero was able to leap in at the last second and slice through a thick western broadsword with his dinky little katana ended up ruffling a few feathers online.
剣を切り裂いた。あのような剣があったとは。
I guess the logistics of a katana being able to cleave through a broadsword like butter while it's seconds from cutting a beautiful maiden's face like a melon was a bridge too far for anime fans who are used to seeing children pilot giant robots. Or maybe it's that pesky online blacksmith community causing trouble again. I'm watching you guys.
なんなんだよお前。
Number 7, Remjected. ReZero starting life in another world. While it's somewhat cooled down in recent months, the amount of animosity that flourished in the wake of Subaru's decision to ditch the adorable Oni in favour of the adorable half-elf was met with polarising results.
Rem.
What is it?
Emilia is the one I love.
Some felt like Emilia was more than worthy of the mantle of main girl and should be allowed to be treated as such, while others were pretty much ready to burn everything to the ground in the name of their beloved Rem.
I love you.
Why would you say that?
It remains one of the most vicious waifu wars in recent memory. Here's hoping Season 2 doesn't stir up any old grudges. NumberSix, Kokoro chooses Mitsuru, darling in the Franxx. And you thought the 02 hero Ishigo love triangle was bad.
だからこれからもずっとパートナーでいるって約束してくれないかな。
いいよ。
In brief, Ms. Kokoro promised to stay with Futoshi forever, only to cuck him out of existence the first chance she got to be with Mitsuru. Oof.
みつるくんと試させてください。
ココロちゃん、だって約束って。
This plot device turned out to be the equivalent of a landmine. On one side, you've got fans seething at the fact Futoshi got done dirty in such a heinous manner. Another side were left stunned that Mitsuru was even interested in girls in the first place. Then there were others who wanted to burn Kokoro at the stake. Also, a few who found Futoshi's suffering endlessly hilarious. And that's all before we get into the eventual sex scene. No one triggers like Trigger.
好きだった。俺、ココロちゃんが好きだったんだよ。
NumberFive, no tie. Digimon Adventure 02. Hate to open up old wounds, but this one might still work you into a seething shoot.
Sora, wait up!
Oh, Ty!
Lots of young'uns back in the day saw themselves in Tai, and with his close friend Sora constantly by his side and caring for him, it looked like Cupid would make these two official someday. Hell, even the movie was baiting it big time. So when it came time for Tai to make his heartfelt confession, he was rejected by Sora in favor of Matt, the dude she seldom said a word to for the entirety of the franchise.
So, Sora, are you going to the concert with anybody? I mean, not that it matters to me, just wondering.
No, I want to be available in case Matt is free afterwards.
Oh, I see. Matt, huh?
Guess girls really do love a bad boy. This one hit a little too close to every little kid out there who believed in love. We're just glad Ty's a bigger man than we were.
I'll be waiting. Thanks.
You know what, Ty?
What?
You've really grown up!
NumberFour, the Cabbage Catastrophe. Brighter than the dawning blue.
料理勝負ですもの。料理は私がしないと。
Listen, when you're animating hundreds upon thousands of frames of animation every week, sometimes you have to cut a few corners. In the show, Brighter Than the Dawning Blue, one particular scene saw the characters chopping up cabbages. Only, they looked like this.
手伝おうか、フィーナ。
You'd think it would be an inoffensive error, but controversy quickly stirred over the Japanese image board 2chan, as people did not take too kindly to this vegetable violence. Justice was understandably demanded, and the issue was brought up to the heads of the studio. The cabbage was later redrawn for the DVD version of the show, and ever since, studios have made it a priority to always draw these leafy greens to perfection. NumberThree, Kayo lives, but erased.
Oh, hey, Satoru. Can you spend the night? That's totally gutsy!
Look, the main thing is that Kayo is still alive. It took numerous trips to the past, confronting her abusive mother, getting kidnapped and nearly killed by a child murderer on multiple occasions, but Satoru still managed to pull it off. She lived, and apparently got with another guy and had a child. Not with Satoru, just that other dude.
Yeah, I'm married. My last name's Sugita.
No way. So Hiromi's a dad now?
While you might be tempted to pull your eyes out over the fact your favorite ship didn't sail, just try to remember that she's alive, and that's all that counts, right?
But before you came along, I thought I'd always be alone in life. And here I am with my very own family. You made that possible.
Number 2, Myne's betrayal. The rising of the shield hero. Ha! Remember the time where we had no idea that Myne was the most manipulative shrew to ever come out of the anime primordial soup? That all changed right here, with one giant lie and a vindictive gesture.
盾の勇者様がお酒に酔った勢いで
突然部屋に入ってきて私を押し倒して。
After luring Naofumi into her trap, Myne managed to convince the kingdom that she was sexually assaulted, sending Shield Bro down into a rabbit hole of despair as the world turned against him.
マイン、なんでお前そんなこと。俺たち仲間じゃ。
Given the touchy subject of such accusations, many were left put off and decided to skip out on what would turn out to be one of the best isekai of all time. Legend says there are still some who haven't watched a single episode of the show and still complain about it on the internet anyway. Get a life. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Kaneki gets lucky. Tokyo Ghoul Re. How dare the main guy find love with the main girl and end up getting intimate between the sheets?
Are you a virgin?
At least this was the mentality of some rather vocal fans on places like Tumblr. Apparently all of that beautifully woven chemistry between these two over the course of several tragedies was getting in the way of Kaneki and Hide's yaoi shipping.
The sun shines on the bleak horizon. It's just another day.
You know what, that's all well and good because hey, there is a lack of representation in some anime, but these outraged few certainly crossed the line. Death threats were sent to the creator of the Tokyo Ghoul manga from international fans in the most toxic case of fandom to date. Headcanon truly is a terrifying beast. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.